certain thing, then they kind of hang on to that. And being told people that change is always possible. And so I think that however hopeless, you still have to keep your eye on that. There is something positive that might change.
Rob Sugarman and Sarah. This is Call You and Yours, our weekly phone in. Today we're asking, are we giving our children the right messages about drugs? Call us now please, 03700 100 444, or you can email us, youandyours@bbc.co.uk. We read all your emails, we'll be reading some of them out as the programme goes on. Michael O'Toole is our expert guest today. He's the Chief Executive of Mentor UK. It's a charity that gets some of its funding from Public Health England, the Home Office and the Department for Education, and it provides the information for teachers about drugs education that's available for them online. Michael, as I mentioned right at the start, 3 12-year-old girls were admitted to hospital at the weekend after taking ecstasy tablets. At what age are children most likely to experiment with drugs?
Good afternoon, Winifred. That's a difficult question to answer with an exact number. Young people are at risk from drugs from relatively and surprising early age. There was a survey published last year which looked at the prevalence of drug use amongst 11 to 15-year-olds, and it's very low, and that is a point that has to be stressed, because I thought Rob made an excellent point about peer pressure. And one of the things we'd say about peer pressure, which is very much linked to this question about what age and what's the prevalence, is that I have to stress that the fact is that most young people don't take drugs and never would take drugs. For example, the survey I mentioned there that talked about the use by 11 to 15-year-olds identified that just 6% of those had taken a drug in the last month, and only 15% had ever taken drugs. So we're talking about quite a small proportion, but that risk is there, and that risk does tend to grow a little as young people get older and experience more independence.
Now, the question we're asking today is, how should parents talk to their children about it? It feels like a minefield. You don't want to sound too liberal, you want to sound like it's going to happen, and you don't want to sound too old-fashioned and out of touch about it either.
You're absolutely right. It's a careful balance. I was completely touched by Sarah's story there, and you can imagine in our work we come across similar stories, some with the most tragic endings. Rob got the role of parents across, I'd say, really